And then there were two. Alright, so if I remember right, the beginning part of this mission actually is kind of frustrating. I mean, you know. Gee, what would a flood level be without that kind of aggravation, right? Alright. We need to get rid of these guys here. Yeah, you need to stop. Oh, snap. Alright, we need to blow you up. Yeah, shotgun guys are super annoying to deal with here. Alright, so, okay, we got guys. I'll come out through here. Checkpoint done. Alright. Okay, this is an interesting checkpoint. Ow. Many brutes with brute shots. Wow, there's so many of these guys. Okay. Yeah, those brute shots, man. Like on Legendary, it is just such a terrible, annoying thing to deal with. Alright. I'm gonna... No? Let me in! Okay, good. Yeah, that part, I kind of remembered, yeah, you more or less just have to try to sneak through there. It is such a pain in the neck to deal with those brutes there. I had kind of forgotten about that. Alright. But yeah, see, one thing I do kind of want to say, there at the beginning of that mission, there is kind of a skip that you're able to do, where you skip the whole mission. So if you kind of think back to the
no enemy has ever withstood our might.
The trick I did at the end of Uprising. All right. Yeah, I'd like to get rid of these drones, man.
I'll do what I can to slow the launch sequence. But there's something inside the ship, a presence fighting back.
All right.
For a Covenant construct, it's unusually formidable.
Oh, wow, I got two of them with one shot there. Okay. Do we have any more here that we can take care of? All right. Yeah, definitely want to get rid of those guys. But yeah, so it's kind of difficult for me to explain how the big speedrun trick in this level works, because I honestly don't fully understand it myself. But basically, if you you lure one of the infection forms kind of where you start, you know, right where you start the mission at, and there's a, like, I don't know, there's some way that you're able to kind of use it to like fly underneath it. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure how it works. But yeah, you basically kind of go underneath it, and you'll sort of go around the outside of the level until you hit where the cutscene trigger is. Alright, I think there's, again, more flood. I'm going to turn my flashlight on. Don't actually end up using that much. I got stuck against part of the... got stuck against part of the... okay. Oh, more bugs show up. Alright, so I can't entirely just hang back around here. It's interesting. Okay. Well, that kind of worked. But yeah, it is, I don't know, such a weird trick. Alright, oh yeah, I'm not entirely sure exactly, not entirely sure how that one guy didn't see me, but that's kind of neither here nor there. Ah. I love how resistant the brutes are to the, energy sword. Yeah, we're kind of just running through here. Ah. Yeah, I apologize that it's kind of difficult to see, but that's kind of the nature of this, stupid flood level.
The parasite did not defeat the Forerunners.
Alright,
It shall not defeat us.
not really sure if...
Arrogant creature. Your deaths will be instantaneous, while we shall suffer the progress of infinitude.
Yeah, great. You still get the canned speeches from Truth here, even though he's already left.
Systems in this part of the tower are particularly robust.
Whosoever is gripped by fear, take heed. I am the prophet.
Yikes,
No
man.
mercy is here. My son.
Yeah, that's bogus.
We exist together now. Two corpses. One grave.
Alright. So, we're actually kind of close to the end here. This is like the last really big room. I mean, then there's one big open area where, I mean, of course, the game still kind of has the one last trick up its sleeve. I don't remember how exactly this trick works, but I kind of remember, like, just sending the elevator back down here. But, yeah, the final room of the game, the open area of this level, I should say, has a couple jackal snipers in it. Because, of course, you know. But it's not super, super terrible, because, again, there's kind of flood around. I mean, so if you can kind of get to a point where you,
This crisis will not be the end of us. It is but one last hurdle before the journey and salvation.
Oh yeah, there's a beam rifle guy there. I kind of forgot about that. Oh crap. Yeah, okay. So we do got some beam rifle nonsense happening here. Ah. Oh, haha. I got killed by it. Okay, I couldn't remember if that one did like a funny launch like the way the one in the Oracle did. Alright, so we got so much flood around here.
This crisis will not be the end of us. It is but one
Okay, whoa,
last
hang on.
hurdle before the journey and salvation.
Yo, bro! We need to calm down. Alright. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. Ah, I'm getting beat up. Getting beat up by flood. Not great. Alright, so yeah, we just can get through this stupid room here. You know, let the flood kind of take a little bit of time here.
This crisis will not be the end of us. It is but one last hurdle before the journey and salvation.
Okay, back up, back it up. Yo! Oh, I didn't even realize I was kind of just like doing whatever. I didn't realize I kind of restarted the elevator for real. Oh, there's a invisible infection form. That's interesting. Ow! Yeah, the fact that I can't see him is kind of unfortunate. Alright, I'm going to try a slightly different approach here. Alright, whoa, 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 whoa.
This crisis will
crap.
be the end of us.
If I can actually get through here. Okay, so I kind of had both of the jackals kind of over there. So I can kind of get to the Covenant side of the map. That might actually help me a little bit. I'm not sure. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. No! Ugh.
This crisis will not be the end
Yeah,
of
but
us.
I can kind of get over there and I can draw the flood into it to get a little bit more infighting going. I think that's kind of the best way to deal with this room, because this room is kind of annoying to deal with. Yeesh. Alright. Man, okay. Really weren't getting anything going there, but that's kind of alright. Alright, let's... see, alright, well, we already have all kinds of chaos going on over here. Ah!
This crisis will not be the end of us.
I like that, yeah, having that line there, this crisis will not be the end of us. You know, that's a very comical line to be given right at the start of our little checkpoint here. Ow!
This crisis will not be the end of us.
Ah!
It is but one last hurdle before the journey and salvation.
Alright. Yeah, I definitely have to be a bit more aggressive. That's the only thing with this room, man, is it does kind of force you into a bit more aggressive,
This crisis will not be the end of
okay.
us. It is but
Dang
one
it!
last
Okay, I
hurdle
kind of had a little bit of a thing going there, but you know, you just get shredded so quickly by Covenant weapons here. Ah! And it doesn't help not being able to land, like, a weapon shot to save my life. Alright, I'm gonna go all the way back down here. Let it take me up by itself.
This crisis will not be the end of us. It is but one last hurdle before the journey and salvation.
Okay. Oh, where the heck did that guy come from? I really don't know where that guy came from. That was really weird. But kind of anyway. Yeah, if we can get through this room here, because yeah, this will take. If we get through this room, then we're gonna be right at the endings part. It's like, it just stinks because of how annoyingly chaotic this.
It is but one last hurdle before the journey and salvation.
Yikes, man! All right. I'm gonna try and see. I don't know if this will actually do anything or not, but we're gonna ride the elevator again just for fun. Alright, that time it went all the way to the ground. I'm not sure what the difference was there. So let's see. Did that help us clear anything out? It didn't help us get any kind of checkpoint. That guy's just kind of floating up there in the sky. Alright, all kinds of crazy stuff was happening there. Alright, did that help us? That might have actually been good enough. Alright, yeah, because yeah, this door won't actually open until you kill enough of the enemies, so wow, that time my great plan actually worked.
I'm running out of options, Chief.
Alright. Alright, I'm gonna take this beam rifle because I want to be able to try to take out the whatchamacallit there. Iron Skull. Huh. You can find the skulls. Skulls only appear on legendary difficulty. Now, what's funny is if, like, you wanted to get the skulls, since there wasn't really, a way for them to save that.
I knew the Covenant was good at repurposing Forerunner technology, but this is amazing.
You kind of just had to rely on the...
As an energy source for the city. The ship isn't so much launching as it is disengaging, uncoupling itself from High Charity's power grid. Stopping truth, that's all that matters.
Now's the time.
Okay.
Moment we shall all become.
Hey, we made it to the end with the Iron Skull in our hand. That was kind of cool. So, yeah, I guess the main thing I was worried about was if that Jackal was going to end up shooting me while I had the thing, because I actually couldn't switch out of holding that for whatever reason. I don't know if I've ever really had that kind of come up before.
Run through the truth.
Don't make a girl a promise. If you know you can't keep it.
Yeah. So I'm taking off on the big Forerunner Dreadnought ship here. Into subspace. Alright, cool. So, 1937, like I said, we got kind of hung up a bit in that big room there near the end, but eventually kind of found our way to sneak through that. Alright, so leaves us nothing but the Great Journey, our very last level here. Not really that long in this segment, but I'm not sure if I want to start this one yet, because the beginning of this one also is kind of annoying, especially on legendary difficulty. Oh, cool. I got the achievement for collecting this Iron Skull. So yeah, you can only get them on legendary. Oh yeah, so I was saying with the skulls, like, yeah, on Halo 2, like, if you wanted to keep the skulls, like, I think what people would do, they would create different character profiles, specifically, like, for the skulls, and then they would be set like right before a checkpoint before you pick up the skulls. So if you wanted to use the skull effects, because they basically only, in the original Xbox release, they only lasted until you reset the console. So yeah, that was the only thing. You had to you would have technically had to recollect them every time you started the game up again. Fortunately, I mean, now you can activate them even before you collect them, but in Halo 2, for sure, they only on the Master Chief Collection, they only appear on Legendary difficulty.
The start of the great journey. There is still time to stop the key from turning.
I must get inside. Then mount up, Arbiter. I know a way to break those doors.
Yeah, so this one's a little bit annoying in the fact that, and any other difficulty, you can actually commandeer the Wraith, and the Wraith is a good vehicle to start this mission with. This one, I think, you're pretty much forced to get into the Spectre, which kind of sucks because there's going to be a lot of brutes and ghosts that we have to deal with at the start of this mission. That's why I'm like, I'm not going to start this one yet, because this one is a little bit wonky and, you know, who cares, right? So, alright, next time we have just the Great Journey left. Again, theoretically, as long as don't have anything get, like, really too crazy in terms of difficulty, you know, things come up. We should be able to finish up in the very next segment that we do, so I haven't actually decided what I'm going to do next. I think I said that last time. I know I talked to Cody. He kind of, like, made a crazy suggestion of, I think, F-Zero-X or something, I think. Whatever one was for, I think, the N64. Which, I've never played an F-Zero game to begin with. I mean, I'm already kind of bad at racing games. I don't know. That could be kind of one to do as a fun thing down the line anyway, so we'll see. I still gonna think about it a little bit for sure, but I know, you know, there's always, like, other Mario ROM hacks. I'm not sure if I'm ready to start a Mario ROM hack, but like I said, I'll think about that. And like I said, next time we're going to be doing the Great Journey. And like I said, hopefully that's all done in one segment. So that'll be the end of the line there. All right, I will catch you all later.